This morning at 8:25, we received an alarm for a possible structural fire at this address on Forward Avenue. First arriving unit was 18 engine. It arrived at 8:30. They immediately reported smoke showing in a roof line. They entered the building searching for the fire. The other units arrived on scene. They found fire in the ceiling on the 3rd floor. They immediately evacuated the building and it went up to multiple alarms. We are now holding at a 4th alarm. There are 73 firefighters on duty on the scene right now. No reported injuries. Red Cross and Salvation Army are taking care of the residents.
How are the firefighters? How are they dealing with this? How are the firefighters handling this?
They're dealing with, as they usually do. The Salvation Army brings in their Sally wagon. We have water and rehab area for them to rest up, recharge, and get back into the fight.
As far as the firefight itself, just to clarify, common wall, several buildings, were there firewalls in between the sections of the roof?
There was no firewalls that we can detect. There was one, I apologize, there was one, but it was defeated. So it was going across from right to left as you face the building. The firewall was going from front to back in one section of one wing of the building, but it was defeated. Right now, as you can see, the roof is burned off the building.
We appear to have had several partial collapses during the entire time, and I remember hearing the blast, and that signified what?
That signified that everybody was to evacuate the building. All firefighters come out the building. Once they were out of the building, we did what we call a PAR check, a personnel accountability report, where dispatch goes through every engine company here, talk to that company officer, make sure that everybody is accounted for. Whenever we transition from an offensive to a defensive position like we did here, or there's some type of collapse and we're pulling people out the building, we do a PAR check, make sure we didn't leave anybody behind.
We heard there was electrical fire in the basement. Are you still battling that?
Yes, and we're not sure exactly what the status of that is since we're in a defensive mode. No one inside the building, but we do have lines from the exterior attacking that part of the fire as well.
What do we know about
whether there were smoke alarms in that building?
That I don't know.
residential accountability? What do we know?
As far as I know, everyone's present and accounted for. We did our primary and secondary searches. We have not received any reports of anyone missing at this time. They are at the JCC, and then the Red Cross will be moving them to a permanent shelter if necessary.
Any injuries for those residents, firefighters?
No injuries.
How about pets? Were there pets in the building?
That I don't know.
Residents, you indicated was there a possible kitchen fire on the third floor, something of that?
That, like I said, is under investigation, so I don't know. Can't speak to that.
This is a pretty solid structure. Normally we don't see these firefights take this long. Can you talk a little bit about
So this is because of, one, the age of the structure and the construction type. This is what they call ordinary construction. It is masonry walls, as you see on the outside, but everything on the inside, the floors, the roof, the rafters, the floor joists is all wood, all right? And fire, it also has spaces where fire can travel. So this is what happens when you have that. More modern construction defeats that, but right now this is what the hand we're dealt, and this is what we have to deal with.
What are we dealing with right now? How much farther? Or is it, like you said before, this fire could be burning for a while?
This is going to be here for a while. We are not under control. I usually wouldn't talk to the media unless it was under control, but we're going to be here for a minute. So.
in the area? You need to get more trucks in. What would you say to people coming through, walking, and visiting the area?
Be safe, stay out of the way, try to stay behind the lines that we have to establish the hot zone and warm zone and cold zone, because they're there for a reason. Right now we have the necessary resources that we have, so we're good to go.
Rehabilitation of the firefighters coming in and out, how's that going?
Going pretty good. Like I said, Salvation Army, Red Cross, passing out water, energy drinks, even food. So we're going to be here for a minute. The good news is it's not as hot as it could be. If it was in a day in the 90s or something like that, this would be much worse on my guys.
From your experience and what you can see, will residents ever be allowed back in this building?
This building is heavily damaged, and not that I'm not a carpenter or anything, but I doubt it very seriously.
One hell of a fight?
Yes. Yeah, this is just one of those ones that we just have to be patient. And because of the partial collapse, we have to consider that the whole building is suspect now. So I can't send my guys in. And all that water you see going in, that's weight. That's tons and tons of water, a live load that we put into this building that this building wasn't designed to hold. So we're going to be real careful here, no loss of life, and just take our time to make sure we do this right. So
what do you attribute to the fact that you have people in wheelchairs, all kinds of people in that building, everybody got out safety? Was it the firemen that got everybody out? Did they get a warning? How do you attribute
we heard that
everybody
there were some wheelchair-affected residents.
yes, so a little bit of both. One is the location of the fire. It was up on the 3rd floor in the ceiling. So none of the hallways or anything like that was stopped or trapped. There was no smoke in the hallways. My guys are going in. There's people going into their apartments thinking that everything's okay. So we had that in our favor, and the guys explaining to them what the situation was, and my guys helped those who needed help to get out of the building.